wondering why I raised the back here, the trap off of the water, it's to help prevent the dinos from sliding off on the ocean, because I've lost one before and I'm trying to avoid that again. So we're coming up with an idea to keep it off of the water. Hello, Data here. Welcome back. Hope you are doing well. It is time to make the Taming Raft to tame a Rex worthy of Carno Island. It is very dangerous out there, so we must be well prepared. So I think we need to start out with a raft right here, and then we will get to building and dropping some foundations on there. Alright, we are all set, and we're going to begin with lowering the foundation so that we protect the bottom of the boat from any whale attacks, leedsynths, or player attacks. So we want to reinforce the top and bottom with foundation. So we're going to get a stone fence foundation, line it up with the middle of the boat, middle of your raft. Take it in to the second hole, line it up as perfectly as you can, dead center. There we go, and you can just snap that into place. Alright, then we will take our pillar, drop it in the front of the stone fence foundation, place it right there, and we should have no problem lowering our foundation. It would be high normally. We don't want it that high because that won't protect the bottom of the boat. So we're going to snap it into here, and we can add foundations all the way across. I'm going to add some on this side, just like that, all the way around. And that is good enough, so we can delete this wood pillar and delete the stone fence foundation. And we are all set. We can add another one right there in the middle. And lastly, we are going to grab the rudder, hold on it, go to options, and hide sail, and that removes the front of the sail. So we can add another foundation right there, right there. We are in good shape. And for our final step, I like to put a pillar right here in the center of the boat, snap it down, and that will allow us to put another foundation in underneath to protect the bottom. See how it's not layered on the top? There we go. We're going to snap that foundation in, and then we will take a hatch frame and we can lay that right on top of there for some extra protection, and we should still be able to grab the boat and drive it. And then delete this wood pillar. And there we have our 3x3 foundation, and the beginning of our raft is all set up. Alright, this is important. Sometimes people are having problems snapping things into place. They can't get the foundations in. So it's very important to get the thatched ceiling off of the second layer. So I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but trying to snap this into place right there. So see, I think it's on the lower end. It's not hooking up on top. How they're all even, so snapping the foundation underneath should be no problem. Let's see if we can get that in there. 1, 2, and hopefully we get 3 right here. 3. Alright, we'll take that. So there you go. Make sure the ceilings are all at the highest level. It could help if you add them on the back row, get them all set up. Alright, but we are not done. We're going to keep those ceilings right there, and we're going to add one more in the back, making sure it's at its highest point. So now we are at the rudder. We've added one more stack of 3, and we're going to put 2 more foundations in the back. So far it's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3 with 2 extra ones. Oh my, and with that we have hit level 100. Let's go check it out. Where should we put our point? I don't even know. Let's put it in health. Can't go wrong there. My melee damage is terrible. Alright. Let's see if that opens anything else up down at the bottom. Level 100 Titanosaur platform and a heavy auto turret. Alright, what's this stuff? And how do we open that? We'll find out. Alright, we still have our 3x3. We have added walls, one on each side of the rudder and one in the row behind it. We've put up our ceilings, 3 across and 2 back, and we have an extra 2 foundations in the back here. Still have the ceilings on top in case we decide we want to add 2 more. So for now, what we will do is add some walls onto the actual trap area. And we will add them 2 high in the back here. That should be lined up. And we will put stone foundation here and a stone foundation there, but we're going to get rid of this ramp. Alright, the build is coming along quite nicely. We have a lot of extra pieces off our base structure, so we added not only the ramp in the front, but a foundation on either side. This is the beginning of the raft, so we just added 2 more foundations in the front. We have a front door to walk in, sloped roof so we can get up here with a gap of 1 from the actual trap, and the trap is 2 by 3, and we have 4 ramps in the back here. We can always add another set, 2 more if we want 3 wide, but I think 2 should be sufficient, because down here we're going to add an X-plant, make sure we don't get it chased down by any whales, so maybe we can escape any of those. We have a ramp back here, and this is holding the place for an X-plant, so I'm going to make sure this doesn't go over 88 pieces. And that's pretty much the build so far. We're just going to enclose it in, and we still have plenty of extra pieces to finish this off, so we're probably going to go work on the inside here and see how we want to make this into some kind of cabin or something. But I think we're right around 60 pieces or so, so we're not doing too bad whatsoever. Alright, and this is the base build. We can change things up any way we want, but we have plenty of extra pieces. We're going to, including our X-plants that we're going to put up here, it is going to be 88 piece limit. We can definitely change up the back if we want. But what we're going to do now is extra pieces. We will snap a wall in right there because we took it out. We changed this out for a door frame. We're going to put a ceiling frame right outside, and then we're going to put a crop plot for our X-plant, centering it up. We're going to get a little closer to get a look. We can see the edges on both sides. Now we just got to pull it in as far as we can, plant it there, crouch to get out, and we can see that it is completely centered on there perfectly. And now we will add a door, and we should be able to access this anytime we want on both sides. Already did this side. Now we should be protected from whales that might want to come chasing us down. Alright, and that is pretty much complete for your base structure. And you still have a bunch of pieces left over. We'll see how much more we can fit on here. And if you're wondering why I raised the back here, the trap off of the water, it's to help prevent the dinos from sliding off on the ocean, because I've lost one before and I'm trying to avoid that again. So we're coming up with an idea to keep it off of the water. So far it's worked on the other boats. Alright, and we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more slots. So that'll make it an 88 piece build. We're going to use 2 of them for an X-plant. We don't want to go over 88. We're going to use 1 of them for probably a ballista. So we'll have 2 more left over. Maybe we can put some other stuff up. Or you can have much more left over, but I set up the inside with a cooking pot. Let's close that door. A preservation bin. You could add 2 of those if you want. A bed. I have a map so I don't get lost. And I have a canvas on there. The smithy, the forge, mortar pedestal, campfire for cooking, and a storage bin. So we could add another storage bin, or maybe we could add a couple ramps. And these pieces right here are really unnecessary, so we can delete these 2 and add 2 more ramps up here. So I think that those are your options. Or you can put another X-plant here. That's totally up to you. So you can use those 2 pieces for either a ramp or an X-plant. And that's pretty much our taming raft and how it's going to work. It's all decked out. We're going to have the ballista up there, which we'll be able to reach through the hatch. And we'll be in good shape. All the creatures will walk up this way, fall right in, and we got ourselves a trap boat. So as we can see from the top, we can add the ramps, or we can just keep that as an X-plant area. That's pretty much going to do it. Alright, my personal version is complete. We have it in our dock area, irrigating the X-plants, and this is a 90-piece build. We've exceeded the 2 pieces because we built it up to 88, got it 100% the way we wanted, and then added 2 of the X-plants, which take it over to 90. We also have a chair so we can do some fishing if need be. Up top we have the actual trap. They'll walk up these ramps because we can jam it into the beach and they'll walk up there no problem. We can walk in through the back if we need another entrance. We got a ramp up there. We have all the furnishings that we could want, including a map so we don't get lost, a bed, preservation bin. You can change all these out, and we have a door here so we can access the crop plot or the plant itself to change its settings. We can walk through without ducking because we removed that hatch. We don't need the hatch in here, so that was 1 extra piece. We can always, if we duck, we can hold options and change or access the inventory, or we can just get on the ballista just like that. So that is the front. This is the top. We have a 3rd wall up there so these tall dinos can't get us. And that's pretty much it. That's the front entrance. And you can add any other amenities you want. If you don't want a map, you can put an extra preservation bin, etc. That's all up to you. Customize it the way you want. But that's going to do it for this build. Alright, we're finished. That's awesome. I want to see you guys in the next video. I want you to have a great day. Enjoy your boats out there, your rafts. Bye-bye.